Alright, this is a new series of Conan Exiles, where we are basically going to progress through the exiled lands and pretty much colonize everything that we can. So let's get started. This is our initial outpost where we welcome newcomers to the exiled lands. We're using the resources we have early on, so the stables are kind of out here. Come in immediately, you have the central gathering area. You see a couple of guards. Now this is with the new mod enabled, where we have the barkeep who basically will populate our tavern with different people, wanderers and whatnot coming in. This actually can get pretty busy depending on the time. And I have a couple porches overlooking the landscape. And another one over here looking towards the statues. We have boarding areas for people. If you come up, another porch area where you can overlook the landscapes. This is an area I just decided was going to kind of just be a fun area for people to come sit, get away from the bar a little bit. This is the suites here. One example of a suite in this pub. Again, this is for newcomers, so this will be more for like visiting people to come visit who have already been down the path and are just coming to check up on things. But for the newcomers, you'll have rooms similar to this, right? Just bulk rooms where people can stay, go adventuring, get their feet underneath them, learn how to survive in the exiled lands, etc. Now, I'm not saying they don't get great views with this pub slash hotel slash whatever you want to call it. Usually when the bar gets going, these balconies get people on them. Makes it feel way more alive. Like I said, the whole purpose of this settlement is an initial place for newcomers to the exiled lands to land and be protected, have a place to sleep, entertainment. Here's another kind of nicer room for folks. And another nice room going the opposite direction, looking back over the first place we entered. And that's the quarters. So we'll head back down to the pub. As you'll see, we have entertainers, plenty of seating, a menu, the new feature bar, more of the menu there. And we exit out this way. A little apiary for the bees, got some storage, and then another exit just leading out towards the exiled lands. If you go down this way, it's just guards' quarters, more guards' quarters essentially. We got to make sure to have plenty of quarters for our guards. And we're going to head back out this way, and we're going to walk along the beach. Oh yeah, and I got to show you guys this real quick before we take off on the beach. This is the way up to the second level of the walls. If you go over here, you have the commander's quarters. That's where the commander of the garrison sleeps. And if you want to find the commander, he is in this tower over here, set up with a couple of guards, making sure everything's okay each direction. So we'll head back down. And now we'll go across the beach. And, again, this is a newcomer slash kind of a nice tourist area to hang out. So there's places on the beach to hang out. Come over here. We have a bathhouse for when the dust storm's set up. Got the men's side over here. Got the women's side over here. Nice little pool. It's funny the fish get in. You can't really filter that out, but what I have here is a way for them to filter water through, basically. And nice place to get a drink, right? A dock, because one of the sources of income for this particular area is fishing. Another place to hang out on the beach. Again, we're back to the entrance of our pub. You can see a couple of our guards are hanging out. They're off duty probably. Little storage area here. If we go down the wall, we'll see another guards' quarters. Just more bunking for the guards. Alright, if we come back out and exit to the right past the well and up this tower, not much to see, but you'll see we have some guards' quarters over here. They're just keeping an eye out on the horses and incoming trade. And another radial tower so we can kind of see in all directions. Again, this is a super beginner area, so we're garrisoned, but we're not super maxed garrison or worried about what might be coming. Pass back through our little area here. It's our town, or whatever you want to call it, our initial safe point for people to the Forsaken Realms, Forgotten Lands, whatever it's called. I have a hunter and scavenger that lives out here. He just contributes to the economy and lives on his own. He doesn't want any drama. He's got a little area back here where he can brew and dry and do whatever he does to make himself happy. But if you want to start heading into the expansion parts of our kingdom, then you're going to head this way, and we have a bridge built for you. Our bridges are patrolled for safety. So we've got 2 people here hanging out. They've got a little guard shack with quarters. Yeah, they're plenty comfortable, as you can see. And we cross the bridge. Don't get stuck on the turtle. This is an early bridge. I have plans for more elaborate bridges from other playthroughs that I'll definitely use, but for now we're gonna stick with the crude form of bridges because it's early in our civilization's advancement. So here we have our guards. They live downstairs. Then if we go upstairs, just a little area where they can hang out and see all around them. And we'll head back down, and there's one more special aspect I wanted to show off. So this is a tribute to the first dwelling I ever built playing Conan so many years ago. And this is kind of like a replica, in so many words, of the first house I ever built in my first playthrough. Back in those days, you see these guys over here fighting the crocodile in this bonfire. They didn't live on this island. They were added a little bit later. So this entire island was uninhabited, so it was a completely safe space to occupy. Now, my initial house probably didn't look exactly like this, but I've captured the spirit. Little bedroom. And yeah, everyone starts their first playthrough with a square house, don't they? And this is our initial landing settlement, a place for people new to the Exiled Lands can come, travel safely, have a place to stay, build a name for themselves, and then as they leave, they will cross this bridge over to the next area where things get a little harder and our society gets a little more advanced. So we'll see you in the next area.